Okay. Well, then in 99, you signed a 3-year deal with the Tampa Bay Devil Rays. And how was that whole experience?
It was great. 90. Let's go back to Toronto Blue Jays in '98. Something funny happened there. I got colluded against Gordash. I think that year I hit 46 home runs, 100 something RBIs. I was on my way to do the 40-40. They talk about it in the actual media. And by the All-Star break, I had more than 24, 25 home runs, 23, 24 stolen bases. I wanted to do the 40-40 again. Toronto Blue Jays and Gordash pulled me aside. They said, Jose, we don't want you stealing bases anymore. And I'm thinking, why? I'm about to do the 40-40 again. Well, I found out why later on. Well, I ended up stealing 29, one here, one there, against their wishes. I could have done 40-40 easily. So I think I come in second in league in home runs, whatever. So now I'm figuring, okay, the Toronto Blue Jays are going to sign me to a multi-year deal. Back then, those players with that kind of quality stats are making $8 to $10 million a year, maybe a 4 or 5 year deal. I'll never forget this. I'm in my gym in my house, and Gordash calls me. He says, Jose, we want to tender you an offer. He said, we want to pay you $1 million, and you better take that because no one else is going to offer you a penny more. The phone fell out of my hand, hit the ground, and I knew right then and there I was being colluded against. That's why they stopped me from doing the 40. Can you imagine a player does the 40-40 and gets $1 million a year and that's it? Other sub players are making 10 to $1 million. Don't even do that. So right there, I knew Major League Baseball at that point in time wanted me out. And I knew it was going to be very difficult to find another team to play with.
Well, in 2000, you get traded to the Yankees. And you guys win a World Series. But you said that was actually the worst time in your life.
It was because I'm completely healthy and never played. I wasn't even on the playoff roster, period. But I knew, when I got there, I knew it was a block. Because if you look at my stats, career-wise against the Yankees, they used to call me the Yankee killer, especially Pettit. Every time I see Pettit, I hit at least 1 or 2 home runs off. I used to destroy the Yankee pitching staff. So it was a great move by the Yankees because they blocked the trade for the Boston Red Sox and the Oakland A's of getting me and playing against the Yankees and destroying their pitching staff. So I knew when I went over there, they already had David Justice, they had Glenn Allen Hill, they had Luis Polonia. I was just a strategic block for them in the sense of they didn't have to pitch to me. I knew I wasn't going to play. Even Joe Torre told me, listen, I've got my guys. I think you realize what's going on here. And I said, yeah, I realized. It was a block. I will destroy you guys pitching. So ironically enough, they only played me against the teams that were trying to acquire me, the Boston Red Sox and the Oakland A's. So when I faced the Boston Red Sox and the Oakland A's, of course, the Yankees gave them a taste of what they could have had. I destroyed their pitching staff and had some of the longest home runs ever. We entered the playoffs. I was not even in the roster. It was a terrible time for me because I was completely healthy, literally destroying the ball every at bat, and just was not playing at all. But I understood Joe Torre that he was very faithful to his players and his team.